What used to be quite easy and simple, like buying glasses, isn't as easy and simple as it used to be. Buying glasses has become something that people struggle with, and not because it's inconvenient, not because it's expensive, not because there aren't enough options. The truth is there are what seems to be too many options. Because now you could buy glasses online, you could download an app, do it from your phone, you could go to your doctor's office, you could go to a chain retailer, you could go to an independent optical shops. Literally, there are so many options that it could be one of the most difficult decisions that you make in a day, in a week, in a month. Some people struggle with where they're gonna buy their glasses for a long time. But the good thing is, I'm gonna talk to you about 4 key areas that oftentimes influence where people end up getting their next set of glasses. Those 4 things are cost, frame selection, convenience, we could also say turnaround time, and the 4th thing is going to be insurance. So between those 4 things, you're going to be able to determine, or at least hopefully, I'll be able to guide you into where you should think about getting your next set of glasses. So keep on watching, because I'm going to give you all the answers that you need. So before we get into the topics, I do want to encourage you to subscribe if you haven't done so already. On this channel, you're going to get lots of information and resources that are going to help you take care of the health of your eyes and the quality of your vision. And if you need more resources, I encourage you to visit eyeinfluence.org, where you're going to find blog articles, you're going to find product reviews, and many more things that are going to help you take care of your eyes. All right, so thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's talk about the first topic, which is cost. Now, this is going to be the most debated, the most controversial topic, because quite frankly, there's so many price options available, and there isn't going to be a clear winner here or a clear favorite, because really each one is justified for different reasons. Everyone's price, the most expensive one and the least expensive one, will have a reason why they're a good option. The only clear winner here is the consumer, because now there's literally no excuse for not being able to get a new set of glasses. Yes, there are some people that their prescription essentially dictates a higher price point, because when you have a complicated prescription, chances are that $20 set of glasses that you can find online are not going to work good for you. You're going to want to invest a bit more money, get better quality products in the frame and the lens material and the coatings that are going to be used, because your vision is much more critical, much more important than somebody that only uses it half the day, right? Versus somebody that uses it full time. Nonetheless, this is a highly debated and questioned subject, because a lot of people that sell medium to high-end products will typically get a question like this: why are your products so expensive compared to this discount retailer, compared to that online shop? Aren't all glasses made the same way? Aren't all polycarbonate lenses made the same way? Aren't all anti-glare coatings made the same way? The answer is no. They are not all made the same. There's a reason why that $20 frame is $20 and why that $200 frame is $200. There is a difference between those two products, and that's why the price is what it is. And this is going to be the same in anything you choose to buy. It could be food, it could be in technology, it could be in glasses. And so you have to think about it. Why do a lot of people prefer to get an iPhone over something that their phone carrier would give them for free? It's typically because they feel like they could tell the difference, that this product is better than that one. That is, quite frankly, why Apple commonly is the most valuable publicly traded company. And it's because consumers, year after year, continue to feel like they're purchasing a superior product, better than something that they could get for free. That's not everybody, but that's a lot of people. So most people can tell the difference, right? That's why a lot of people spend $5 on a cup of coffee compared to being able to just pay $1 somewhere else. There is typically something that separates it, the inexpensive from what some people will consider expensive. It all depends on what you want to or can justify in spending on any given product. And eyewear is the same. Eyewear is no different. You're going to want to be able to justify how much you're going to spend, whether it be $20, because maybe you don't need your glasses all the time. Maybe they're just a set of reading glasses. Or if it's a couple $100, because you say, my vision is everything to me. And if I don't have my glasses, I can't drive, I can't see, I can't work, I can't live. well then spending a couple $100s is definitely justified, can be definitely labeled worth it. But it's not the same for everyone. So as I mentioned, there's really no clear winner here other than the consumer, because there's plenty of options where you could get your glasses at a variety of different price points. So just keep that in mind. I know a very bland and boring answer, but truly the consumer is the only winner when talking about cost. Now let's talk about frame selection. And I want to start with the chain retailers. And there's a reason for this. See, if you go to LensCrafters, Target Optical, Walmart, Cypher Sorai, Sears Optical, JCPenney Optical, I don't know what retailer you have near you, but if you have one of those, and if you're looking or are curious about frame selection, chances are at all those different places, you're going to find a very similar frame selection. And the reason is because these companies are either owned or managed by a company called Luxottica. Now, Luxottica is the world's largest manufacturer of eyewear. They make popular brands like Persol, Ray-Ban, Oakley, Burberry, Oliver Peoples, Giorgio Armani, and many, many more. So this company, because it owns or manages these different chain retailers, well, they're going to put their product in there, right? And so if you go to Target, chances are you're going to find a similar product that you're going to find in LensCrafters. They're not competing with each other. It's the same company. So you're going to find the same thing, probably different promotions at different times, but nonetheless, you're going to get a very similar corporate selection. So if you're looking for something unique, I would encourage you to look at independent optical shops, maybe even some doctor's offices, but we'll get into that a little bit more later. But if you want something very unique, you want something that's going to stand out and be different from everything else that you can find at these chain retailers, then you should look at these independent optical shops. The reason is because they typically will carry independent eyewear. You know, eyewear manufacturers that focus solely on the quality of the product, not the branding of a name. They just want to make the best possible quality eyewear. And you're typically going to find that at independent optical shops. And I'm not against Luxottica. I'm a big fan of Ray-Ban. Everybody at one point or another ends up owning a set of Ray-Bans. They make good product. But when it comes to variety at these different retailers, you're not going to get much. And online can be very similar. There are some exceptions. I could appreciate what Warby Parker is doing. They don't carry really any of these chain retailer brands. They carry a Warby Parker brand. And though their variety isn't as extensive as you're going to get at an independent optical shop or at one of the chain retailers, nonetheless, it's something that they're doing on their own. They have their own collections, they work with their own designers, and they're just doing things fresh, different. Though, you know, they tend to have a smaller selection, but nonetheless, it's nice to know that you're getting something that's unique to them and not something that, like I said, has probably been worn by a good million other people when you get something from a chain retailer. So once again, it depends on what you want. Do you want something unique and original, or do you not mind a brand name? Maybe you're about that. Maybe that's what you like. Maybe you want it to be branded on the side of the glasses. Some people like it, some people don't. It's up to you. Once again, the winner is the consumer because there are so many options. So the third thing I want to talk about is turnaround time. And we could also say convenience, right? Because some people don't like to wait a long time for their glasses, so the turnaround time is very important to them. The clear winner here on average is going to be the chain retailers. The reason is because these stores like LensCrafters, they actually have a fully serviced, stocked with hundreds of lenses laboratory built right into their stores. They have hundreds of lenses, hundreds of frames in stock, thousands of dollars worth of equipment built right into their stores. And that's why they could turn the glasses around so fast. So for those of you that need your glasses quickly, then chances are that's the answer. It answers itself for you, right? Then you're gonna need to go to one of these chain retailers because the vast majority of the time, they're the only ones that could do it same day. Online retailers can't promise you that. Most independent optical shops can't promise that. Some could do some simple stuff same day. And there are some other things that indie shops and doctors' offices in some cases are able to do, like use your own frame and maybe just order some lenses. And then when those come in, they'll ask you to leave your frames for a couple of hours while they cut the lenses down to the shape of your frame. So they do have some ability to be convenient and to turn certain things around quickly. But for the most part, for brand new orders, a new frame, new set of lenses, the chain retailers they have so many more resources right there inside of their store. They don't have to outsource much. And as I was mentioning, because they're all either owned or managed by Luxottica, then they oftentimes will have their frame inventory in-house. So if 10 people come in and they buy one frame, they probably have 10 frames in stock to supply for those people. So there's really no delay in the order. It's really tough to beat that because independent optical shops don't typically carry that large of an inventory in-house, on premises. And online retailers, they have the inventory, but they just can't get it to you as quickly. They can ship it to you in 2-3 days, but they still need to manufacture it. So overall, it takes like a week to a week and a half. So the winner for turnaround and convenience goes to the chain stores. So the last thing that I want to talk about is going to be vision insurance. There are very few things that really truly influence where people are going to be getting glasses than vision insurance. Because hey, if you have insurance, and if they say if you go in network, you could pay as little as $0, then you're gonna go over there and you're at least gonna explore what options you have, right? As opposed to going somewhere else and paying $50 to $100. It may be nice and it may be low cost, but if you don't have to pay anything, right, the insurance is gonna win. You're probably gonna go to your provider. So VSP is the largest in the United States, and their network is going to be of the private doctor's offices. This could be ophthalmology, this could be optometry, but nonetheless, they are the private sector. Okay, so it's not gonna be the doctors that work at Kaiser or any of those other offices. That's their own thing. And it's not gonna be the doctors that are at the Lens Crafters or Target Optical, Sears Optical, Cypher Sorais. That's once again their own thing. We're talking about independent doctor's offices. They could have multiple locations, but it's gonna be small. It's not corporate owned. So if you have VSP, chances are that's where you're gonna not have to go, but you're gonna be encouraged to go there so that you can maximize your benefits. And iMed, on the other hand, is on the opposite end. So where VSP has the private doctor's offices, iMed is gonna have a network that's based around the doctors that are working out of the chain stores. So Lens Crafters, Target Optical, Sears Optical, all of those. That's typically going to be the iMed network. And it's no surprise because once again, Luxottica, the company that owns and runs many of these different optical shops, also owns iMed. So once again, it's just their own ecosystem. They're the second largest vision insurance provider in the United States. And if you have iMed, once again, it's not that you have to go to these places, but you're going to be encouraged to. You're gonna want to if you really want to maximize your benefits. So that's the fourth thing that's gonna influence the decision of where people are gonna buy glasses. As you can tell, I left online retailers out because you can't use your insurance online. If you go online, it's gonna be out of network, no matter what they tell you. They could tell you that they're gonna use your vision insurance, but they cannot, because iMed requires you to go to one of their in-network providers, which once again is gonna be Lens Crafters, Target Optical, Cypher Sorais, and then VSP is gonna require you to go to one of their in-network providers, which is gonna be the private doctor's offices. None of those two insurance are gonna be allowing you to use one of the online retailers and take full advantage of your benefits. So, sorry, if you have insurance and if you wanna maximize it, the online retailers are unfortunately not gonna be the best choice for you. So now we've gotten to the final question, which is, where should you get your next set of glasses? It's really hard to say, and I hate to give this kind of answer, but the truth is everybody has visual needs. Everyone's budget for glasses is different. The convenience, the turnaround time, the vision insurance, all those things have an influential part in where you're gonna get your next set of glasses. But I hope that by talking about those four things a little bit, it helps you to make the decision as to where you should get your next set of glasses. One thing that I will encourage is that if you do go to a doctor's office or an independent optical shop or even a chain retailer, find an optician that you trust, that you build a relationship with, and keep working with them. Keep on working with them, because the more that you get to know them and they get to know you, it's gonna make selecting frames, choosing lens options that much easier. You're gonna be that much more confident, because a good optician could take $100 to $150 budget, let's say, and make that set of glasses feel like $1,000 investment. Really, it's gonna feel worth it. It's gonna feel like you actually got more than you spent. But if you go and you spend $1,000 and you put that money in the hands of a company or a person that doesn't know what they're doing, it could be a piece of garbage. So It is really just that simple. You know, if you can find somebody that you trust, that you get to know, they get to know you, and with time you're gonna see that selecting glasses is enjoyable, it's fun, you're gonna look forward to it. I really do hope that eventually opticians get online. That's part of the reason why I like to make these videos. I'm an optician, I'm putting this information online. I hope that there eventually is a way that opticians could get online, help people out that like to order their glasses on that platform using a mobile device. And little by little, those things are rolling out. But I still strongly feel that working with an optician makes the process of selecting glasses and the justification of how much you spend that much easier. Because working with somebody that's knowledgeable, that's experienced, and that cares about your visual needs, it's just like nothing else. Selecting glasses with an optician is and should be a great experience. So I hope that you found the information in this video useful. If you did, I hope that you hit the like button. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. You could even send us an email at info@eyeinfluence.org. Please visit eyeinfluence.org if you are looking for more resources and information. We have tons of things on there that are really going to help you out in a lot of different ways. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I'm Oliver for Eye Influence. I hope you have a great day.